Yeah. You man ready to talk, yeah? Look at this guy started the thing laughing now. But today we got a special podcast. We got professional footballer, musician, Medy Elito, aka Don E. Welcome to the pod, bro.
Nah, thank you for having me. What's good? What's happening?
What's going on? Well, how are you, man? First and foremost, you good?
I'm good, you know. Good, can't complain. You know, just have to give thanks to the man upstairs. You get me? How you lot though?
Good, bro. I'm good, man.
Yeah. All good, man. Long week at work, but yeah, man, I'm straight.
I'm excited still having Don E here.
Yeah, man. Energy.
Yeah. No, you know what? He's a personality, innit? One is a character. But we'll touch on it. Why he's a character? Why he's a personality, innit? We'll touch on it.
Yeah. So let's take it all the way back. So like, where are you from? Where did you grow up? And when did you first start kind of playing football? Was it kind of on the block or in the playground, or like when was the first time you kind of touched the ball?
You know, when I first touched the ball was back on the blocks. I grew up in Canning Town, that's East London.
Yeah.
And obviously, originally, family, I'm from Congo, Congolese.
Yeah.
And yeah, I grew up playing football on the blocks. I used to see my older brother and that play football.
Was you born here?
No, I was born in Congo. I came here when I was 1.
Okay.
I came in when I was 1, yeah. And the first place I lived, I think it was Beckton. But then I moved to Canning Town, like around about 2, and that. I was playing football on the blocks and that with my brother. I used to see my brothers and all these friends and that play football. Yeah. And I just used to be the little kid with my own football running around and that. Then when I got to like 9 and that, I used to play with the older lot. And then he said, "Oh, who's this kid and that? Do you mind to get?" But I played football from a young age still, from a young age and that.
Yeah. So when did you find out that you was good? Like, when did you think, yeah, like, I'm actually all right? Like, everyone getting gassed at me doing tricks, so I'm dribbling everyone. Like, when did you think, yeah, I'm good?
Is it, I don't know, you know, is it round about 6? Can you say you was good round about 6, 7?
I don't know. I didn't kick ball at 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You didn't kick ball 6 or 7? No, you're gassing.
I started late, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
What time did you start playing ball? I didn't even know this.
I started at like 9, I would say.
9,
Played for a year, and then I moved into the academy thing. But I started playing at 9, but it was random because I wasn't into football.
Did you play Sunday League?
Yeah, I played Sunday League, for about a year and a half. But when I went into football, I went just because I didn't speak English when I come to the country. Okay. So when I'm in primary school, I got to make friends. I can't speak. And I'm just seeing these men just running around, innit? Obviously, I've got my shoes on. These men have got like the trainers and that. I don't have check. It was mad, bro. Hey, it was hard times. You know you're not speaking English. You ain't got the right footwear. It's bonkers, man. Like, I need some friends. And then, and the only way is, these men are just chasing the ball. I just start running with them, innit? And obviously you just kick about or whatever, and then they start noticing your crep. You need to get these ones, and then you go home and they're like, I need these ones, but they're busting you under like the Adoras and that. Like, these men are wearing Nike, and I don't know, what's going on? I'm rattled. I'm going in. I'm wearing green Deodoras and that, chunky ones, bro. Did you ever? I was talking to someone about this the other day. This is mad. I don't know if this is mad embarrassing. Yeah. So when I spoke to my dad, I said, "Dad, like, I need some boots in it to play in," but he bought me like not the mold, but the AG version. So they're still like the high things in it. But I don't know. I've never worn boots before. Yeah, like, so I'm like 7 or 8, maybe 8. Yeah, I don't know the difference in it. I don't know. So my thing's got the bubbles at the bottom, but you can only wear that on like 4G, innit? Or
wait,
grass.
so you're wearing it on the concrete?
Blood, I wore that on the concrete. You see my thing? Hey, you see, it was mad, bro. I wore that to school, and I'm thinking my foot's mash up because my foot's hurting. I'm on the concrete.
Yeah, but is there not like a sound? Like,
yes, bro. This is what you're not getting. I wore them to school thinking I'm the guy. So yeah, from then obviously you make a couple of friends, they're laughing, they're whatever, and then they start to tell you, nah, this is for this. But I don't know. I've never played football. There's no grass in Saudi and all of that. You just got, you know what I mean? But yeah. So just going back to Medy.
Same really. Like round about 6 and that. Obviously, your older brother's saying you're good, and his friends are saying, "Hey, come play with us," and that. So back in the days, when I was 7, 8, there was like Canning Town was racist back in the days, innit?
Yeah.
It was mad racist. There used to be like a family and cousins generational thing like they were called the Hunts. I don't know if you lot ever there. So they used to like have fights with my brother and that back in the days. So the way they squashed their thing is like they used to play football. Cool, let's have a football match in it.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, like the way that, like, it was mad.
That's
if you ask
mad,
anyone,
you
it was
know.
mad. Like the Hunts used to always fight the black players from the ends and that. I used to chase my brothers and that. My brothers, in the morning, my brothers will come home running like, oh, they got dogs and that running in the house. Yeah, it was mad. So one day I played in that game.
When you say like played in this game, yeah, are we talking about adults?
Yeah, adults. Like adults.
Kids game?
Yeah, no, adults.
Men's game.
Yeah, men's game. Adults like is like black versus white, basically.
And you can play whoever you want.
Yeah, you can play like
Oh.
Yeah. So my brothers and that asked me if I wanted to come play in it. So I played in that. Fucked it up and that. But then am I allowed to swear?
Yeah,
Do
of
whatever
course.
you want.
I fucked it up and that. Yeah. But then I saw it firsthand, like when we won the game, and that's when I saw racism firsthand. Like there was chucking bottles and that. Obviously, it was meant to be to squash the thing and that. But chucking bottles, they're chucking bottles, screaming like this. You get me? Like,
and how old are you when this is happening?
So I'm like 8, 9 and that, like 8, 9 and that. But from then, I went into Sunday League, and that's when I knew like, football's my thing. Because I used to rip it up. Like every trophy, every award that was to be won. You know, you get manager's best player, the player's player,
every player.
Yeah, like
the league player,
I won everything. Like for the 4 years or something, I was winning everything. And yeah, from then I think from young.
What's the team called that you played for?
Royal Falcons.
And you played for them for 4 years straight.
Yeah, 4 years straight.
Okay, nice.
Straight. And obviously, like, then you know when you're growing up now, around about 14 and that. It's like you love football, but you're playing Sunday League, but you're meeting friends that in school now with the bad boys.
Yeah, secondary school.
So you get me, you're getting in mixed up in that. So I thought, no, football's not my thing, you know. I'm going to school, like girls come about as well. Then when I turned 14, my cousin was like, oh, there's a trial at Colchester. And he's like, do you want to go? I said, you know what? Might as well, innit? Because man still plays football, but it wasn't something that I was into like that. I said, bro, after the first training session, AD, I remember his name, AD said, you know what? I want to sign you straight away.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, from then I didn't even look back. I was going training by myself. It was a techie one.
Yeah, where did you train? Because you're from Canning
Colchester. We used to train at Colchester University. Okay. And I remember this like yesterday. I used to go by myself. I used to go training by myself. And
how long was that?
Like an hour and a bit.
On the train?
But yeah, you know, but you're young though. You're like
fitness, isn't it?
9,
yeah,
10, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going training. No, tell a lie. Before all that, the train journeys. Wait, tell a lie. It was Stephen Apolka. I don't know if he's Stephen Apolka. His dad used to take us training.
Okay.
Like it used to be on. I think it was Mondays and Wednesdays. Yeah, and sometimes I used to leave school early, and I used to go with Stephen Apolka, and yeah, it was one of the best decisions I ever made, man. Football.
So just before that, just take it back a little bit. So in between, so from when you started Sunday League to when you go Colchester, obviously you probably knew people in the end that might have paid for academies, but you're bussing up the Sunday League team. Like you're bussing it up. So you're not thinking like, why am I not getting recognised, or why am I not going on trial, or I'm better than these men, and these men are getting opportunities, or you didn't really think like that. You just playing.
No, I didn't really think like that, you know, because obviously I grew up, you know, Anthony Edgar.
Yeah.
I was hearing them man, West Ham. Yeah. You get me? I'm Kieran Agard, Arsenal. Yeah. So then when Mandem used to have chats and that, obviously I'm fucking up Sunday League. But these men are fucking up. When they're telling me about competition, like Inter Milan, they played Inter Milan. I'm playing Barking and you know, like that. They're saying, like Inter Milan, like Dortmund and that. So I'm hearing stories. I'm thinking, wow, them men are doing their thing, get me? But I wasn't like, bro, why haven't I been signed? Or I thought, well, if my time's gonna come, it's gonna come. You get me? Yeah. That's how I looked at it.
Cool. So how long were you at Colchester for? Obviously, you signed there under 14s. Were you there until your scholar ages, or?
Yeah, to my scholar ages, and when I got my scholar, that's when I got my pro as well. It was one year into my scholar. That's when I got my pro as well.
So did you continue on from Sunday League busting it up? Did you go Colchester, same thing, you're just busting it up?
Yeah, I went Colchester. See, when you're young, you don't care about nothing. Like you express yourself mad. Like I was doing things like parents would look at me, so this guy's too good, you know. Like, you know when you get the white parents are gassing you. The white parents are gassing.
It's the best.
You know what it is? See, you coming from like, bro, I'm just grateful and thankful that everything happens for a reason. But see, when I look back at it, like, it's not a sub story, but see when you're coming from a black household, like there is struggles in it. Like my mum was working and that, but she used to give me lots of money just to get that train journey up and down and everything. And sometimes my mum and dad couldn't make it. My mum and dad wasn't driving in it to Colchester. They wasn't driving at the time. So like parents will be like, white parents and that will be like, oh, you're so good, man. How come your parents don't come and watch you and that? Bro, I don't know how to answer that. I'll just say, oh, she's busy or like she can't make it and that. But people, the dads and the parents that used to say, oh, your parents should come and watch you, man. You're so good and everything. But that used to gas me saying, you know what, I'm doing my thing. Even though my parents, like, people are saying I'm doing my thing, but yeah, man.
So just on that, did you wish that they did come?
Yeah.
At the time, did you think, oh man, I wish they would have seen me. I wish they would know how sick I am. Of
course, because you know what it is, like, I didn't feel no way about it, but you do see, you see when you see the white parents egging on their kids and they're loving it and they're thinking, oh, you do wish, like, wish my mom and dad was here. But man just took it on the chin and I just kept batting it up every week. And from then they said, this guy, we need to give him a pro, this guy.
Did your parents know? So when you went home, did you speak to your parents about it? Did you say to them, yeah, I done sick, I done this, I'm doing well, I got my scholar. So even like your scholar, like my parents, what's scholar? They don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So to them, it was just like nothing. So for you, when you said, I'm getting, which is a big thing, do you know what I mean? You're about to be a full-time footballer, innit? Did they know about these little things or they didn't
know about these little things? You know what it was? It was when they noticed that man had to move away to go and live in digs. That's when they thought, okay, then now it's becoming serious. Yeah. So that's when they started taking more notice. You know how it is.
Of course. Yeah.
That's when they started to take it serious and that. But other than that, they don't really know much.
So when was the first time they come to watch your game?
The first time they come and watch my game was when I made my first team debut against Cardiff, and we drew 1-1. And that same day, I remember everyone was talking about Aaron Ramsey.
Okay.
Aaron Ramsey, like, Medy Elito was on the pitch. I got man of the match.
Did you,
yeah, man of the match.
Did you start the game?
I started the game and I assisted because we was losing. And I remember it like yesterday. Johnny Jackson across the board and he headed it back post and that. And that was one of the highlights of my career because, you know, when I talk about my mum's never ever come to watch youth team games, nothing like that.
Yeah.
She come and watch that game. I got man of the match and I gave her the champagne. Like, it was one of the best feelings ever. Like,
that's sick.
Mad.
That is sick. Yeah, you know what I done? I got man of the match. You know what my mum done with it? Threw it in the bin, fam. Because you know there's no alcohol in the house, innit?
Yeah.
So, like, the thing is, I didn't give it to her.
Yeah.
But mum just put it in the house. Yeah. Bro, I went out training, come back back in the afternoon. Things gone, my first one ever, gone.
You have to keep them things there.
Bro,
you can't even say anything either.
I said, I left something. I didn't even say anything. I left something. Yeah. I couldn't even say it's like champagne on that. I said, where's my thing? I left something on the room. Like, she was like, and you know my mum, she's clever, innit? So she's like, there's nothing there. I tied it up. There's nothing. What do you mean there's nothing there? And then I had to spit it out, innit? Like, I left it. So you're bringing bottles home now? And no, it was like for da-da-da. She's like, oh shit, I didn't know, but it's in the bin anyway. Like, it's gone. The bin's gone. Rattled. But yeah.
So yeah, just taking it back a little bit. So like, you know, you get your pro contract, you know, they're gassing you up, you're getting ready to make your debut. Like, are you nervous, like, before going into it? Like, you know, when you arrive on match day, or you just thinking, yeah, this is another game, I'm going to bust it up?
See, as a youngster, like I said, you don't get nervous. You love playing football, so you're not thinking, oh my God, my chance is coming. I was just, man's ready. Like, I'm just want to play. You know, when you're young, you just want to play football. Like I said, I was doing things on the pitch, that these older players, these older pros are thinking, this guy is mad.
He's enjoying it.
I didn't care. I walked in, I didn't know nothing. You know what? You're a young kid. You don't know nothing about wash bag. You're seeing the older pros coming wash bag game day. I don't know nothing. I'm just bringing a big bag like this, a big rucksack like a big. I don't know what I'm doing. I think it was even Nike or something. I'm just bringing it out. Like, you get me? So I see my name on the thing. Like, I see my name on the peg and that. That's when I got gassed.
Is this on match day?
Match day, yeah.
So you knew you was in the squad?
I knew I was in the squad. But you know what? Okay, let me bring it back to you now. I think I fucked myself up, like, because I was meant to make my debut
before.
Like, during, like, start of the season, but again, I was young. I was moving back and forth from thinking instead of staying in digs. But I missed. I was meant to make my debut Cardiff away.
Oh.
Away, but when I was catching a train to meet the coach, the train was delayed and that.
Mistake.
So this is a young boy. Like I'm trying to get to coach's
And
style,
straight away.
Yeah. So I phoned like the assistant say I'm gonna be late and that. Like train's delayed. Gaffer's not having it. I phoned my agent. I said, I can't get there. So my agent's thinking, where's the nearest point we can meet them? So surely there's a meeting point somewhere from Colchester to Cardiff. There has to be. So he phoned my manager. I said, can we meet you somewhere? Manager's like, fuck off. Tell him to go home.
No.
I said.
And how old are you at this time?
This is me. I'm 17.
And don't you think that's mad? Like for a manager to think that way, because it's not like a train being delayed.
It's your fault, isn't it?
Like
really,
I get it, yeah, leave early, all of that stuff, but you can't
account for
anticipate. Do you know what I mean? And if a manager really believes in you and is about to give you that chance, and I'm guessing most of the time you're on time, you're always there, you're never late. It's never been a problem. So that one time he's about to change your life, innit? Let's be honest, but he's just taking it away from you with no like emotion or nothing. Don't you think that's mad? Because imagine that happens, 3 months he gets sacked. The next manager comes in, he don't like you. Bro, your career never going to get started.
Yeah, for real.
Do you know what I mean?
And when I heard that on the phone, because at the time, he had that's when the new cars was coming about. You can put things on, what's it called?
Loudspeaker
in the whip. And I said, nah, fuck off, tell him to go home. I said, oh. I said, what are we going to do? He said, just tell him to come in training on Monday. So time and that was going, couple months, went 2 months. Then I had a meeting with Marie, that was the chairman at the time. She was a woman. She brought me into the office, sat me down, saying, do you know there was 22 scouts? Sir, saying, do you know there was 22 scouts coming to watch you that game?
22 scouts.
She said 20. Like I remember all these things like yesterday. 22 scouts that was waiting for you to make your debut. Like, she said, "Alright, cool. You're gonna be on the bench against I think it was Ipswich or something. I can't remember. Please make sure you turn up. Please make sure you're there." And I said, "Nah, trust me. Nah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there." And she said, "Cool." I left the office and that started badding it up again. And these are the times I'm still in the youth team, innit?
So you're not training with the first team?
I'm training with the first team, but I'm still in the youth team.
Yeah.
So there's I think this is when Garrett Williams, I love him to bits because he gave me my debut. Was playing against, when you do before the game, you do like
starting team again.
Starting team versus like youth team if you don't want to. So they're playing against us, innit? I do a mad thing. Johnny Jackson and Kem Izzet come to get the ball. I've chested it, and they're both coming towards me. I flicked it over the head. Everyone went crazy. Gaffer, you can see the gaffer busting up on the sideline and that. But then one of them tried to chuck me in it. One of them, the older players, thinking, why are you trying to do that? And so Gaffer's like, nah, leave him. Still badding it up. Then boom, he put me on the bench. I was travelling to Southampton away, all these things. Brazy. Then after that, that's when they gave me my debut against Cardiff. It's mad.
That's sick.
So this must have been mad. So like when you come back to the area now, everyone must be going crazy, right?
Everyone's going crazy. Everyone's crazy. Because I always see it like Arms. You've been like West Ham and that. So I wanted to be like, I've seen the Kieran Agard's
Anthony Edgar.
And Anthony, Alex Stav. I don't know if you remember Alex Stav and you. Them lot are all playing for Charlton and all. So I want to be like, right, now it's my turn now. Mandem are gonna, because Mandem knew about me, but I couldn't say much because them men are Arsenal and all these things. But Mandem know I'm a bad boy player. Yeah. So now when Mandem see, wow, Medy's what is playing in that and all these things, bro.
Now you're in the conversation.
Yeah.
But you're overtaking them because
I'm playing first team football now at that age. You get me?
Yeah.
So it was a convo that like everyone conversation everyone was having. So like everyone's bigging me up now. When I come back to the ends, they will say, "Yeah, you're doing your thing." But then during that period now, I'm still young. I'm training with the youth team. We're sitting down after training. We're sitting down in a circle now. And what's it called? My youth team manager, Joe Dunn, he's another one. Like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have done half of the things I've done in football, like just little achievements and that. He said, we just want to say congrats to Medy. I was thinking, congrats for what? And that. I was chilling there. He said, you've just been picked to for the Algarve tournament with England.
No.
I said,
wow.
Fuck. No, I said, no. I was thinking, everyone's looking at me. Everyone's clapping. I'm thinking, you man clapping like,
sitting on the grass and that.
I'm thinking, I ain't seen no letters. Mumsy ain't phoned me in that. But then the day after, Mumsy said, there's a letter, like she's screaming and shouting on the phone. There's a letter saying, you've been picked for England. And my brothers are coming on the phone telling me. But I still ain't seen this letter.
Yeah.
But then Joe's taking me to his office and he showed me. I couldn't believe it.
Mad.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
So let's talk a little bit about that tournament. Like that must have been mad because you must have been playing with. Obviously, they've selected you because they think you're one of the best young players in the country. So who else is in that team? Like, did you vibe with them?
This team was bonkers. Wait, did you ever play with Tom? Tom, I forgot his name. He was at West Ham. Tom Harvey.
Yeah.
Tom Harvey.
Connor still plays with him now.
Yeah.
Last season, yeah, they played together. Yeah.
Tom Harvey.
Centre
See,
mid.
back in the days, bonkers.
Centre mid.
Bonkers, yeah. Oh, Tom Harvey. Hey, yeah, bro.
Tom Harvey was
Tom
a mad
Harvey. Obviously, Jordan Spence was there.
Yeah.
Danny Rose, Victor Moses,
Eesh.
Danny Welbeck, Henry Lansbury, Gavin Hoyt.
Cold.
Who else? Reedy, Joe Mattock, I think from Leicester. He was cold at the time as well. There was bare Nana from Chelsea, Tom Towell from Chelsea.
Flippin'.
Bro, the team was bonkers. Jonathan Franks, Dean Parrott. No, was it Dean Parrott?
Yeah.
Dean Parrott. Like it was.
Bostock?
Nah, Bostock wasn't. Bostock was a year. Like Bostock played a year younger. There was all of them players. You know, when I got there, I was thinking. But when you look at the list, yeah, because they give you a list when my mum showed me the list as well. You look at the list, is like you seen Danny Rose, Leeds at the time. You seen all these great teams like Chelsea, Arsenal. See, back in the days, yeah. See, back in the days, England squad and the best academies was West Ham, Arsenal, Chelsea, and that was alright. Man U was alright, but Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham was like best for academies and that. So you're looking at this paper, all you see is Leeds, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham. It was like mad, and then you see Colchester. When you look at it, like you're thinking Colchester,
Yeah.
Who's this guy? So
yeah.
you know eyes are on you.
Yeah, kind of thing. So you must be doing the madness if you're the only one from kind of like Colchester. You get me? So we went to that tournament. Like I met the man. The man took me in. Like Henry Lansbury, what a character. Like Henry Lansbury. Yeah. I became close friends with Nana and Victor Moses and Gavin Hoyt, who I'm still in touch with now. Danny Rose, who I'm still in touch with now. Took me in just like that. You get me? There wasn't no like, you know, sometimes when you walk into places like
they think they're above you.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
newbie. Like who's this? Nah, but they took me in with open arms and that. And I remember training with Victor Moses. Crazy. Coldest.
No way.
Coldest. I say this all the time. He's one of the best players I ever seen. Ability, everything. Crazy.
We're just dribbling past everyone. Like it's like, bro, how come you man can tackle me, but it's like you man can't. You get me? No, like that's how it was. Like, you get me?
Wait. So you're saying you're getting vexed?
Yeah, like man, I'm just because I'm going past like, but the man might get a little nick. But Victor is running through. He gets it from the goalkeeper and he's running through and doing the madness. I'm thinking, nah, you lot are taking a piss. There's one was losing against Portugal. Yeah, Victor was doing the madness. Yeah, so the ball come. He done the JJ Okocha in the air. He done the JJ Okocha thing in the air. Boom! It went top bins. I said, yeah, that's why I them rate this guy. Yeah,
he got it.
No
brazy.
way.
Swear to you, brazy.
So just a little bit on the England thing. Like, did you feel any pressure? Because like you say, you look at the paper, it's all Arsenal, it's all Chelsea, and all these teams, and you're from Colchester. Did you feel pressure?
I didn't feel pressure, but that's not pressure, but that's the only time I got nervous. Because
Okay.
now I'm going out of Colchester, where you're the best youngster and all these things like you're playing at. now you're entering like elites, like playing for big teams, and I was quite nervous, but once the
these
show
man now are basically on your level.
you know what I mean, kind of thing, and it's like you said, you're playing with the best of the best, like basically saying when you're in that team, you're the best in England at that moment, kind of thing. You get me? So I was thinking, I was quite nervous, but then after that, I did it up. I had a great tournament, and you know how it is sometimes. You think, I thought, that's just a little tournament. That's me. Like the England thing is done now. But now, man's badding it up in the youth. Remember, I'm still in the youth team. I'm traveling with the first team, but I'm still playing games for the youth team. So now we play Portsmouth in the youth team. Fucked it up. I remember it. Bro, someone pinged the ball in the corner. Yeah. I'm chasing it, man. Bro, I don't know what... You see, when, like I'm saying, when you're young, you just do things off the cuff. You don't even... You don't know what you're trying to do, but I just done it. Yeah. So I done it was in a corner. I see the guy coming. I done the Ronaldo... No, like the Berbatov thing, where you do the Zidane thing in the corner. Yeah. And I put it through his legs. Bro, I was aiming... I don't know what. It was just God this day. I was aiming for Stephen Opolka. Like, on the floor. But somehow, it went in the air, and he went in the air, and he just done a bullet header. Boom! Back of the net. I said, yeah. I said, that's my thing.
When it's happening, it's happening.
Yeah, when it's happening, basically, look, I tried to play it along the floor. Nice. Somehow I took a bubble and just went in the air, perfect header. Boom! Yeah. Then the United scout was there.
Okay.
He was talking to my youth team manager and everything. The season finished now. Like, now they offered me a pro contract. Buzzing, mums is buzzing and that. But I don't even know what's going on. Another letter comes through the door. You've been selected to go to the Under-17s World Cup. I said, nah. That's the one that really touched me. I said, nah, this one.
That is
mad. I said, this one crazy. So everyone's saying congrats and that. Spoke to the first team manager. Said, look, you're doing well. When you come back for pre-season, just go hard, basically. That's what he said, go hard, because he believed in me. He said, go hard. I went there, I enjoyed it. What an experience it was, man.
Where was it?
It was in South Korea, Japan. I split, South Korea and Japan. It was mad.
That's the mad thing about football, is what it's going to take you to like some beautiful parts of the world, parts that you'd never see before.
It was crazy, man. What an experience. But that experience, I was shook though. I didn't know if my mum and my parents lied to me or not, because they was doing Bonechecks. And Bonechecks is they see if you're your age or not. So I was thinking, imagine. I said, imagine if my mum and dad was lying that I'm 17 at the time, but I'm older. I was getting shook. I don't know why I was getting that. No, I was getting on a level.
These are the conversations you have in the ends, bro.
Listen. I was getting damn. I was thinking, wow, because everyone's saying, we're going for the screening. We're gonna check bones and that to see if you're this age. Because Nigeria was in that. No, Nigeria was in that World Cup. Couple African countries was. So I think they was just trying to make sure. Yeah. So when I was going, I was thinking, bro, I was thinking, bro, I was sitting down, I was stressing. I was thinking, imagine if my mum lied to man that I'm 17, but now when we get the results, man saying like I'm 21 or something. I don't know why I was thinking that. Big man saying, I don't know why I was thinking that. But after we got the thing, yeah. They said some crack in your knee. You meant to have a crack in your knee at a certain age that it will show that you're 17 or something. Like, so I was the right age. I said, thank you, God, bro. So thank you, God, bro.
That's funny.
I'm dead. But how did you perform did you get to play a lot?
I played 3 games. I come off the bench against New Zealand, and even that, Japanese, like Chinese people, they love football, Yeah. I remember, like I done a school where like we had wow. Bro, the whole stadium went wow. That even gave me like wow. Let me start doing more skills in that. Yeah, we batted it up. We lost to Germany in the quarterfinals. Okay. Tony Cruz and them men was playing.
I swear, long. Different.
Long.
Even them days, coldest.
Yeah, coldest, long. They hit us with 4-1. I said, yeah.
These men are God. It's different, isn't it?
We're all different. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, with England and that, like, we've got the best youngsters in that. Like, I'm happy that they won the Under-21s or Under-18s World Cup. They did.
The 17s.
I think at one year they done like three cups back to back.
Is it?
Like they won under 17s. I think the 19s. I think won one as well. I think it might have been like 2-3 years ago. I remember.
I know Foden's age group won the World Cup. The 17s. It was like Foden, Brewster, all of them players. They won it.
I think the age group above them won something. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe the 19s. I think it was.
We played Brazil. The two twins was playing. Elito. Those bare men, them like certain players that I've not even heard of and that. But we beat them. Yeah, they were mad, but we beat them 2-1. Okay. And we lost to Germany in the quarterfinals, and then it was bye-bye, man. I was upset when I was packing to go home, bro. Yeah. Well, but yeah, man, great experience.
So obviously now you come back to England. You know, you're the hot new kid on the block at Colchester. You must have had loads of clubs swarming around. So what kind of clubs that interested you at the time that you knew of?
Jeez, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Palace, Sheffield Wednesday, Blackburn.
Mad.
Those Bears, you know those Bears. So
why did none of these moves materialize?
Agents, man. There's that United ones because of the agent. When I look back at it, like I'm doing well for myself now, but like you said about the manager situation, this guy like literally had the power in his hand to change your life. Like this agent could have, if it just would have said, you know what, we're doing this for the player instead of money, it could have changed my life. Because who knows, I would have been finishing my career right now, at least at a championship side where I've had longevity. If I went to United, then if that move happened, get me, you're doing well. So it was the money situation. He didn't want to share.
From the club?
Huh?
From the club side or the agent?
Nah, the agent that I had, he didn't want to share money.
No way.
Yeah, he didn't want to share money with the next guy. So, yeah.
Days.
And then was that the same situation for all these other clubs, so the Arsenals and the Chelseas and all of that? Same agent problems?
Kind of. I was trying to get away from him. Like, then you find out as a lie. But, you know, things move so quick sometimes. And then it was kind of iffy. I signed my pro at Colchester again. At Colchester again. And it was kind of like, it was dying down kind of thing. Okay. But if it would have happened that time, I'm saying it would have been a next level thing. For real.
So, obviously, you already spoke about how you made your debut. So, from then, do you kick on? Are you playing every week or are you involved?
From then, I've kicked on. I'm playing every week. Like, Teddy Sheringham now is coming as well. Teddy Sheringham's coming he's our striker now. I'm playing with Teddy Sheringham. This is someone who used to watch Match of the Day back in the days. Now when you watch Premiership years and all these things. I'm sitting in the same change room as Teddy Sheringham. Like, I'm thinking, man, I'm playing every week now. From start again at West Brom away, and this is what made me feel like I can do anything. Because Victor scored against West Brom. He was in a champ at the time as well, and he was at Palace, and he scored at the Hawthorns like the week before. So bro, if Victor can score, I can score at them. So I remember like I used to think if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So boom, we're winning like Hawthorns like 30,000 wow, like, bare noise and that. You know, when you're warming up, you're seeing the big TV screen and that. Because Colchester's still like small club, yeah. So you don't have the big TV screen and all these things. You just got the number thing.
The scoreboard.
Yeah, the scoreboard and that. So I'm seeing the big TV screen, like watching us like warming up. I'm thinking, wow, I'm here. Game kicks off now. Boom, we go 1-0 up. I remember Phil Ivor crosses the ball. Kevin Lisbon misses it, but it falls to me. Take a touch, smacked it, boom. Bro, I don't know how to celebrate. I'm just running around. my first goal ever. Like I'm just running around, going crazy. Yeah, we lost 4-3 that day, but the experience, like then I just started playing from them. I just started playing week in, week out in a champ at 17, and that's when teams are coming in. Yeah, boom. Wanna see. But you know what they done to man? See, when I was young, when I was like the 15, 16 and that. You know, every time they will let me play against West Ham and that. See, when it's time to play against Chelsea, Arsenal, and then...
You're not playing?
Yeah, they said, nah, you don't need to come to me. When I was a kid, I never used to think, like, why they not let me... Men want to play against... When I come training the next day or the next week and that, and I'm saying, yeah, the game against Chelsea was sick, man. I'm thinking, why, man, I'm not trying to let me play against Chelsea and the Arsenals and all these things.
Yeah,
then I clocked
like, you.
Yeah, they don't want man to get me get snapped up.
Mad, isn't it? How they do that to block? They're basically blocking your career.
Yeah,
like fam. If them clubs would have seen you, because sometimes it's a difference between watching you play or hearing about you than actually watching you live in front of their players. Because sometimes clubs do compare their other players to their current players. You know what I mean? Like if I was to come watch you playing in your environment against different players, it's like there's I can't compare you to someone. Yeah. But if I'm watching you playing out on the wing and I'm watching our winger, then I'm going, just do this better. Yeah. So if I put him and then get rid, you know what I mean? But they're stopping all of that because anything could happen from that.
Yeah.
So when you're in the first team now, you're playing, you're badding up, you're in a champ. Are you playing for a move? Like, are you thinking in your head, all right, I'm just here, I'm doing my thing, and then hopefully someone will come and grab me up?
When you're young, nowadays, it's different. Nowadays, when you're young and playing, I know for youngsters nowadays, 17, 18, they're playing for a move because they know that if you're playing week in, week out in the champ or the Prem, Arsenal's going to come grab you. Or look what's happening now. Teams like buying or looking at players, young players in the Prem, anyone. But back in the days, it was all about having fun. I'm just expressing myself. This is football. This is what I love doing. I'm not thinking about I'm going to get that move. I'm just playing because man loves football. I'm 17. That's all I want to do, play football and have fun. Yeah, I'm not.
So when did football turn into a job for you? Because at some point it probably turns into a job, because that's the essence, right? The essence is you grew up playing, you grew up playing with your friends, you just love like doing skills, scoring goals, whatever. But then when you become a professional, it probably changes, and now it's becoming a little bit more of a career.
I think when I realised that is when I got to 21. It's not no more. Yeah, Medy badding it up. It's like, man, them, you scream. You're hearing them, man, them when they're losing that. The older man, them now. When you get to like League 1 and League 2 and that, man, them hearing like, my mortgage is on the line. This is on the line. When you start hearing that now, you start to think, man, them are really playing for their lives, you know. Yeah, it don't hit you until like you're 21, 22 when from being looked after at the top when you're in a champ and that, it's like League 1, League 2 and that, it's in the real world now. You start thinking, then it's about results now. It's not like young Medy, go and do your tricks on the left, enjoy it, because I got like for 7 senior pros that can back man up if I lose the ball or anything. Now you're playing with like man them who are not as good kind of, but it's work now, bro. It's work. If you lose, you're not gonna get that bonus. Or if you get me, man, I'm thinking about getting relegated now, man. You get me? It's mad. It's different. It's mad, yeah.
So something I just want to touch on. So let's talk about now. Okay, you're about 21. Have you always been a personality in the change room? Because obviously, from what we see now, you know what you do on Instagram and stuff, you're hilarious. Yeah. So have you always been a personality in the change room, even from like your youth team days?
Of course, man. Ask anyone that's been in my youth team or been in a change room. Meds will tell you, like me. See me, I'm a person that I love banter. I love it. Like I'm just always catching jokes because that's the way I get through my day-to-day life. Like it's not always being serious. Like I see man in a change room, like stiff face, being serious. Like if that's how you prepare for a game, fine, dude. But don't say Medy's not serious, because this is the way I prepare. Like I want to be happy dancing in the change room before I go, because that's the way I'll go into game. Like that's the way I'll go into game, because it makes me feel better. It cools me down. Like if you want to sit there and do your stern face, that's how you like leave me alone. Yeah, I've always had the personality, man. I'm that character. Ask anyone like whoever's been in the change room. There's jokes in the change room, away days in the hotels, on the coach. 24/7 banter. That's me.
So that's something that we got to get into, because I feel like you've got some good stories. So can you tell us a little bit of some of the banter you've been involved with or had even done to you?
The one banter that the man them done to our assistant coach and
where was this? What club?
Cambridge. Yeah. So we stopped off like, you know, when meeting point was South Mims.
Yeah.
So you know there's like MacD's and all these things and that. So we're jumping on. But Mandem said we said to our second goalkeeper, get like your Costa or something, and like a roll and that, but get a bag from MacD's and put it in the MacD's bag. So make it look like you got MacD's before a game, innit? So Mandem are chilling out. Everyone's walking. You know when you walk on the coach, you have to say hello together.
Yeah, and they're always at the front.
At the front. So Gaffer. It's his turn and that. He's walked through the Mac's bag and that. Gaffers looked at him like, what the fuck you doing?
Everyone's watching.
Yeah. So everyone's at the back, everyone's like looking to see what he's going. What the fuck you going there? McDonald's. Like, what? Fucking being serious. Give me that. Just looked in, yeah, and they seen the little rolls and that from Costa, so everyone's going, hey! It's like, just go to the fucking back of the car. Nah, there's bare things that's
What's
happening.
the worst one you've seen?
Worst banter?
Yeah.
Luke Howe, when he tried to, you know the T... Connor, was he there at the time? Dagenham. Remember Luke Howe? Yeah. You know that tea thing away? He was playing someone away, yeah? It's like they put hot water in tea and they put the little spoon in and they leave it in there for long and then they touch your neck.
Yeah.
He done that to me, yeah? So he thought it was banter. He's the wrong... He don't know he's the wrong person to try it with. So he's...
Wait, he done it to you?
Yeah. So he's put the teaspoon, yeah? In hot tea.
Yeah.
So he's left it there for time. Then we had a player called something Burns, Nathan Burns, I think, or something. And his joke was like, Medy, have you ever met Burnsy? And he's put the spoon on the back of my neck. So I've gone, what the fuck you doing? There was a jug, you know the jug? See the jug of water like you normally have on your table?
Yeah.
I dashed it at him, I dashed it in his face. It was drenched in that. Gaffer and that, just looking at me like. I put my head down. And after that, I was gonna dash like, you know, one of these glasses. everyone said allow it. Yeah. Bro, like you can banter me at that, but them banter that I don't fuck with that kind of banter. You get me? Them banter is different. You might do that with your people, them like, but don't do that.
You gotta know someone
with me.
really to do that. Yeah, what about, have you seen anything? It's not happened to you, but have you seen something and thought, oof, that's a mad one? Anything that you or even heard of?
Yeah, like if it was you, you would be going absolutely mental.
Nuts, thinking, no way has he done that.
I think it's ripping someone's clothes, you know, club off and
just as in just with the
yeah, scissors and that.
Oh, because it's crap.
Yeah, because it's shit, but still, but still, that's someone's club. That might be cold to them. You get me?
That might be.
I said in my head, I was saying, if this guy ever done it to me, it's straight swingers. Yeah, straight swingers. I'm not lying. Well, because I don't know how man. It happens in the Premier. I hear it a lot of time, but when I saw it firsthand, yeah. Said, man, them in the Prem, they got money to go straight after training to go and get
do whatever. It's calm for them.
Man, ripping your club right there, nah.
It's a myth.
Yeah.
Give us an insight, just a little bit of like change room banter to the people that don't understand. So obviously, to us, we always say it. Football's change room banter is. You can't compare it to anything. And people that don't know what it's like, because people hear about it, they know change room. Wow, what do you mean? And like even ex-pros, when they come at the game, they go, the one thing I miss is the change room banter. And no one knows what change room banter is.
It's just, you know what? I can't really pinpoint change room banter. Yeah, it's like something you have to be in there to experience it. Yeah. That's what I can say. But the banter is unbelievable. From cussing, from what we was just talking about, ripping up people's clothes, to some crazy things that's going on. I don't even think I can say it. Mad things. You have to be in there. If you was allowed to come in our change room, like in the football world for a month, you'll understand football banter. Yeah, you understand.
So is it kind of like school where you almost have to show that people can't take the piss out of you, so they'll kind of leave you alone? Like you have to kind of, because if you take it, they're just gonna keep pressing on you.
You know what it is? It's half and half. You can take it, but you have to let certain people know that them
this is
jokes.
The line.
Yeah, this is the line.
Okay.
Them jokes don't run with me. You can banter me with certain things, but don't do this. If you do this, you're crossing the line, and we could get into swingers. Yeah, that's how it is. But there's certain people that just love banter, so you can rip up their gear, they'll laugh about it. Some people are just cool like that. You get me?
They just enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it. You get me?
Things different, right?
So have you seen any fighting because, you know, banter's gone wrong?
Fighting because banter's gone wrong?
No, I'm trying to think. I haven't seen any fighting, but I've seen some heated arguments.
Arguments
and stuff like,
for football, like bad tackle and that training scuffles and all these things.
Okay.
Happens.
So obviously now, you know, a lot of people know you for music. So where does that fit into the football picture? Like, have you always been into your music from young, or is that something you picked up more when you become a pro?
No, I've been into the football. I mean, football. You know, man's been into the music from young.
Okay.
You know, kind of old, cause from back
Change room,
just rapping from young before
on the coach,
way before
Don
Don
E.
E.
Entertaining everyone on the coach at the back.
Man's told you, like, before Don E, before all of that, man's always, I've been into music from rapping, like MCing. I've been onto that from way back.
Okay. So when does Don E come into the picture?
See, Don E come into the picture when I just see all my friends doing music, like the movers, like the Kojos, the Baines, and people around my area. And people knew that, like, people in my era knew I was doing music and that. But I didn't take it seriously. It wasn't something that man was into. Man loves music, but it wasn't like I want to become an artist or like that. It was just on a banter thing. And Don E come about is like, obviously my name's Medy Elito. And Casey, my friend Casey, he literally gave me the name. He just used to call me Don E.
Okay.
You get me? So he just mixed the Don and the E kind of thing. So the song come about, you know what? I was chilling, I heard the instrumental, and big up Nado, like it's Congolese as well. Yeah. So Nado's, he used to say this story where every time his uncle come to his house, his uncle was fresh, so he'd be like, yo, Mez, you're right, yeah? Like, he's trying to say, like, you're right, yeah?
Like
so
right,
he said, So he says, are your mum? You get me?
Yeah.
So Nado just made a hook out of that. Nado used to sing it all the time, you're right, yeah? But he used to say it so bullshit, like, you get me?
Yeah.
So man just put that into the hook and that.
Yeah.
And I was sitting with the man, them Chico and Vicky. I said, you man, what do you think about this bar? I run the rhythm now. I said, I want to make $1 million. I want a big fat girl with like you stay $1 million. Looking Then man said, wow, you mad, that's nuts. In my head I'm thinking, because they're my boys, I'm thinking, you get me? You man chat crap.
You need friends like that.
Yeah, you get me? You man chat crap. I said, no, do it again. I done it again. Bro, I recorded it now. But it was a tune where man would just send it to Meds, man would send it to you. Like, Mandem, innit?
Yeah. Listen to this,
Yeah. Then Mandem will send it to some certain people. Then Snapchat, people, after a month, people are sending me snaps of people doing it in a club or in house parties, but it's going mad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wow, man's doing this, like a lyric, that like a song that I made out of nothing, man. Then I see it go mad in a club. I said, man's actually doing this.
Wait, was you in the club?
No, I wasn't in the club. Man, was sending me videos of club scenes in it, like going mad. But this time it's not even as big yet. It's just getting there. So man's chilling now. I remember on the 20th of March, my birthday. Man goes to Caravans. You know Caravans, innit?
Yeah.
With 20 man, like we booked the back now. So we're chilling now. I've done the video for it, but it's not picked up like that. But I'm seeing Stormzy tweet, Tiny Temper tweet. So on my birthday, the day on my birthday now, I walk out, we're going into Liberty now with Mandem. Something gets flung in a group chat. I'm thinking, what's this? Like, and I'm saying, no, what? Wait, this is mad, you know? I'm thinking, what's mad? I see Beyonce, the picture thing, whatever it was, come. I was thinking, what? Beyonce had another argument with Jay-Z or something. Like, so I'm going into the club. I'm not thinking about all these things. I'm gonna go into. It's my birthday. Man, I'm saying, no, listen to it. Like, I'm seeing the group chat going, man, listen to the thing. Press on the thing. I pressed on the thing. Ding, ding, ding. I said, anyone can do this, man. Someone put the music in Beyonce's background thing or something. They said, go on the Instagram. I went on Beyonce's Instagram.
Safe.
I said,
Jesus.
I couldn't believe it that day, yeah. I didn't even want to party. Man, I said, come on, it's your birthday live and up. I said, broski, you act like this happens every day. Like, I had to take it in, and then from then it just
escalated.
It's mad. How do you think it got to her?
I don't even know.
That is
mad.
the
power of social media. Things just land in people's lap anyhow. They're just looking for music for the background thing.
Yeah.
Anything can come up. So in this time, obviously, you done it, and no one actually knew who you was.
No one knew.
What was behind that? Why is it because of the football? Obviously,
it was because of the football. You know how it is with football, man. Like, I don't want people to, because people when things are going good, exactly this is what I was gonna say. You just touched up on it. See, when things was going good, we're winning. I'm badding it up, and I could be badding it up. I lose as soon as we lose 2 games. It's like, is it because of music? But why is it? It wasn't because of music when we're winning.
Yeah.
You get me?
Why did music?
When we're winning 4 games in a row, man's doing my thing, the whole team's winning, and I could be badding it up, but as soon as we lose 2 games,
He's not focused.
yeah, you get me? And that's why I try to like hide it for.
But wasn't it hard for you, because at the time you're obviously playing football at the time, and you're blowing up. But it's mad because you're blowing up bigger than where you was. That makes sense.
Football, yeah.
So you're actually a bigger artist than you are a footballer
yeah.
at that time. How did you contain that? Because you hid it for a long time. Obviously, the close people know who you were, but people don't know.
You know what was?
Like, was you playing your songs? Was you playing the song in the change room and people don't even know, or did they know?
Yeah, people like 2 people knew until Uche, big mouth Uche, Uche. Like, if you watch this Uche, big mouth Uche, like, bro, we're sitting in a change room. Like, the tune comes on, everyone's vibes into it. Man says, "Yeah, that's my boy." Like, no pre-activation. We're doing stretching and that. Say, "Hey, look, my boy, this is a song." Like, it's hugging me on the floor. And the white brothers, when they hear this, like, everyone's looking, "Meds, is that you?" So you can't even say, like, you get me? I'm even thinking, nah, he's joking. But then everyone started clocking.
Where was you at the time? What club?
Cambridge. Everyone started clocking. Yeah, everyone started clocking. And then see when the white boys get it now. So we're doing spinning. We're doing a spinning class now. Bradley Halliday, we're doing spinning now. Gaffer's in front. Gaffer's leading the thing. So all the teams like
Behind. Yeah.
So Gaffer's leading. We're doing the thing. We're playing music. Hey, Meds, put on your track. I was like, ski, fam. Man's trying to hide this thing. They know you're trying to hide this thing. Go on. And everyone's like, then the other white ones are like, "Yeah, go on, Med. Go on, like, might as well, mate." Then Gaffer now is like, "Yes, Med, let's hear it." I said, "Oh." Then Bradley Halliday put on. Gaffer's listening to the lyrics. I'm thinking,
this is long.
Yeah. But I said, "What?" He's even loving it. He said, "Yeah, decent. I like this one, man." I'm thinking, Then from there, like, everyone knows now. Everyone knows him. There was like just for a long time, like I said, for a long time, people still didn't know.
No one knew for a long time.
But you know what Mandem was doing? Sir Mandem, like, I don't know why people do that. Like, say Meds, like, Mandem would be like, "Do you know who that is?" If you know me, you don't need to show the other person who that is. Because they still don't know. Just leave it a mystery. Man will say, "Oh, do you know? That's Medy, That's Medy." Then that's Medy, Then you get me? Like,
before you know, it's out.
Yeah, it's out.
It's
but I kept it on the wraps for the longest, though.
Yeah, you did.
So did people start treating you different? I mean, in football, because they knew you were doing the music thing? Like, did you feel like there was a change, or was same old Medy?
Same, bro. Same old. Like, anyone that knows me from blowing up in the music and football, same old. I've never been too big time for anyone or anything. Anytime someone wanted me to do something, even I'm blowing up in the music game, no, never too big time, bro. You have to. I don't know. Like, people do lose themselves, but for me, I don't know. For me, never change. And I always get that from everyone that messages me now. They said, "Bro, never change. Never change." Well, I can never change.
And what about the gaffer? Is the gaffer starting to treat you a little bit different, or thinks that you're not focused? Or
nah, Gaffer was the same, but you know how it is. Like I said, like, Gaffer, we're winning games. Gaffer's on it, is loving it. The man I'm playing it in the change room, loving it. Yes, Bears, bro. As soon as you lose 1-2 games and that, it's like, get me, get chain. Like, what Meds, like, is music taking a. You get me? Like, I'm thinking, nah. But I used to sit down with him and say, how's music and that. I used to talk to him. I said, like, I used to tell him, like, nah, there's not gonna be no shows. I don't do shows before a game. It's like, yeah, if we win or if we lose, like, I kept it real with him, and he was real with me. I said, win or lose, Gaffer, man's gonna go and do a show. Like, you get me? Can't stop me. He said, I'm happy that you're doing football and something outside of football, because bro, you have to keep it up, because football's not the longest of careers. You get me? Yeah. So he said, yeah, he's happy for me that I'm doing that, bro.
Let's just touch on that a little bit. Why do you think there is this stigma? And I think it's maybe a little bit less so now, but it's still there, that you cannot do anything outside of football. And if you do, that it kind of takes your focus away from football. Because I think it's stupid.
I don't know. I think it's stupid as well. Because for the longest, since I've been growing up, like, I've been hearing people. Oh, Jay-Z.
That's all right.
Yeah. Stigma, I don't know, because when I was young, I see a lot of people that was doing still in uni, like the pros that was doing uni work and doing other business. I don't know why, you know, because I've always said to myself, after you finish training, Meds, you got like another 7 hours, 8 hours to yourself before you go back to bed and wake up again for football. So what you doing? What are you doing? If you're not working on yourself to become the best player, like do extra training and that, what are you doing in them 7 hours? You get me? So I thought, like, get me? I'm decent at music. Why not just do something to take? Because sometimes you need something. You need to put your mind into something else. Because football's a lot, you know. There's a lot of emotions and everything that go through football. Like, you could be not playing. You could be the manager's just being a prick to you. So why don't you do something else that makes you happy, just to take you away from that football world? Get me? Then when you come back to football next day, you're fresh, like you're in right man state, and that you go hard again in training. Yeah. That's why I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go studio, have fun, like take me away from that football environment, just enjoy it. Like, that's what I used to do.
Facts. So something as well I just wanted to touch on is, like, obviously over the last year, more so in lockdown, you're kind of doing some like talent shows I was seeing, and like doing some interviews with like footballers and stuff. So like, what was the motivation behind doing that? And you know, what was the kind of reaction? Because there was loads of people in there, everyone's coming together, everyone's laughing, catching, you know, joke.
The talent show thing, it was just something I said, you know what, we're in lockdown, no one's going nowhere. Okay, you can go and there's a series, you can watch a series and that, but what could people want to sit down and watch that will tune in every day or every couple of days to watch? And I said, let me start a talent show. I remember when I first started it, there was like only like 70, 90 people on the live. Like, but as the days gone on, 150, 200, 300, 400. Then they started, before I even jump on, when I do the entrance, I used to do the entrance.
The Undertaker thing.
Yeah, the Undertaker thing. When I started doing the entrance and that, before I even jump on myself, the entrance will already have like 400 people in the entrance just waiting for men to come on.
That's mad.
Bro, I used to get up to like 1,000 people.
Yeah, we used to watch it, bro.
And it's something entertainment in it. Obviously, you got the people that think they can sing, and you got the real singers. And it was called Don't Look Down, because when people who are trying to perform, once you look down at the comments, you're getting battered. Some people are getting battered, so that just puts you off, and you start stuttering and you can't sing. But yeah, that used to go off still. That used to go off. The reason behind that, it was just I wanted to give people something to watch and to laugh about during lockdown, because you know it was a time where a lot of things was happening. You get me? People lost jobs and people didn't know where they was gonna go from there. That something that can just uplift people and, you get me, give them something to laugh about, and that's why not do that.
So from doing that, have you, obviously it's like you said, you've got an audience now. Have you thought about doing something to bring them people to make it actually happen in the real world? Have you? Has that made you think, you know what, I could actually host a show? Do you know what I mean? Because like you said, your personality, the way you do things, I think that was the most catching thing for people when they're watching it. Obviously, we're watching these people, but it was your personality and your character we was watching. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Now, you know, we've talked about a lot of things to bring to life. Like that's something we could have brought to life, and we still can. And like you said, my personality and character, and there was a lot of people like Meds and like, you know me from back in the days. Man, I'm 24/7 banter, but a lot of people don't get to see that side of me, and people was messaging me, I didn't know you was this funny. I didn't know this is you. I said, yeah, this is me, like basically on a day-to-day. This is how I am with the man them. Like, you know, sometimes when people do music and sometimes you want to put on that front, like, because you chill the bad man's and that, you want to put on, bro, that's not me. Like, I got the bad man behind me and that. But me, I like to have fun and banner, you get me? And people just saying, bro, never change. We like your personality as a person, character, everything. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So off the back of that, obviously, you started to do some more content. I've seen you with PK. So how did that relationship like foster? Because you two together, you lot are too dumb and too funny. Like,
hey, you know with PK, I can't remember how I met PK. I don't know if it was through Kojo or I can't remember how I bucked up with PK. But I remember there was a show I did. PK was there. I remember PK was on crutches. I can't remember how.
Man's coming to show him. That sums him up.
Yeah, PK come to the show with crutches and he had the cast on his foot and that. I said, PK, where you coming out? He said, yeah, man, just coming out. You know PK, like.
Bro, he's not missing out.
So, like, from then, bro, Snapchat, going back and forth, like, obviously, him working with Abra, him knowing Kojo, then it just became family, obviously, Congolese and that. Bro, like, PK's like, I'll say PK's family, but I'll say, like, PK's like, a little brother to me, like that's like my brother kind of thing. Get me? And from then we just clicked. We come on holiday with with us lot, and PK's character is, bro. PK can kill you. Like if PK's in the building, yeah, just by the way he acts and that, PK can make you laugh for the longest. I'm telling you.
Be funny.
Yeah, I can't remember how like, I really bucked up with PK, but from the time that we bucked up, it's just been like love ever since, and we're doing content and that, and we just vibes of each other. Like our vibes of him, he vibes of me. Like PK's a good guy, man. That's family, bro. PK.
Yeah, so can we expect to see more?
Oh, of course, man. There's a lot of things in that. I don't know if you watched the latest Cook or Cooks. I don't know if you watched that.
Yeah, I've been watching that. Yeah.
That the last episode was the funniest one ever. Like me and PK got lots of things coming up.
Wait, is this the one in the car park?
No, this
that's
is the
one
one
thing.
when we're doing cooking. That guy was cooking for us.
Oh, yeah. The guy that come on.
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
there.
No, the one that made me and Con laugh the other day, is when you're telling a story about the kid putting the meat in the cup.
Oh, yeah. Well, my man
was
his mum was doing cooking. Like, it's like one of my boys' little brothers. So my man's mum's doing the cooking, so she's made meat and that. So, but meat keeps going missing from the pot. But the little brother keeps coming downstairs and running back upstairs. So it's this and that. The next time he comes downstairs, we're gonna stop him. Like, so my man's gone took meat, but he's put it in a cup. So when he's coming out, he's pretending he's drinking. So they stopped him. He said, "Oi, what are you drinking?" He said, "Nah, I'm drinking juice." He's like, "Let me see what's in that cup." But they showed the cup. There was meat in there. I said, "Nah." I'm even mad, you know.
You get that one, like you get that one too deep. It's so funny.
That's great.
Yeah. But also recently, I think I saw on Twitter or Instagram, I can't remember what one, that you kind of started your own clothing kind of thing. So can you touch up a little bit more on that?
Yeah, you know, we've got our own manufacturer thing that's going on. It's me, myself, Bicky, and AB. It's just, I'm into fashion. I wanted to make a jacket. It coming back because I wanted to make a jacket, and was going back and forth with the guy like what we want in it and all these things. So he showed us everything that we needed to know about everything, but he said, you know what? It's getting too much for him. Like his missus going through a little something. So he said, what do you think about buying this? So we've been back and forth with him for 2 months, and we thought about how many people we know that are into clothing and want things done. Plus, we taking over his clients that bring him mad money and that.
Yeah.
So we said it was a no-brainer that we do it, and we done it. And the love that I got and support and the messages I got from people wanting the clothes done, I swear to you, I wanted to switch off my phone for the whole week because the messages. Oh,
you don't know what you put yourself into.
Yeah. But it's good though. It's good. It just shows that there's work to be done, and bro, people want things done, and that's business, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's good. Just a quick question about your international. So you obviously played for England. Have you ever thought about playing for Congo? Has anything come about that, and is it still open or is it a closed door? What's the situation with that?
Nah, I can still play. I can play now, but I've always wanted to play for Congo. After playing for England, I always wanted to play for Congo. Yeah. But it was just difficult. It was difficult, man. There was all these things going on at the time, like, get me, behind the scenes that you don't know, really. You're thinking you're just going to play there for your country, but so much that's going on, like so much stuff that made it difficult. But I would love to go and play for Congo. I think everything's patterned up now.
Okay. So you're open to it?
Yeah, I'm open to it. Of course, I would love to play. The last 4 years or something of my career, like, man, would love to play for Congo for my country.
Sick.
I'd love to bad it up, man.
Cool. So just before we wrap up, what can we expect to see next? Obviously, more content with PK. That you're have a team for next season, more music? Like, what can we expect next?
Well, therefore more music, more content. I still got 4 years left. I still got 4 years left playing football. So I'll be at a club. 100% I'll be at a club. If not, then with the thing that I got on with my clothing line and with the business that I got, well, probably, God willing, God blesses me that we will never need to play football like that again. Just enjoy life, man. I've always said that in everything I do, making money with football, business, and music, it's like the whole point of everything is being able to give back to my family and look after my little boy and financial freedom, and that's the main thing. You want to be able to be like, you're paying for them bills, but it don't even hurt you like that. You get nothing's, you can give your mum this, give your pops that, like, and you don't see nothing of it. So that's my whole thing.
Yeah. And just one thing I wanted to touch on as well is that when you posted about the manufacturing thing, you were like, since 16, I've been getting paychecks through football, putting a little bit away so that you could do something like this. And I think that's an important message, that because I know you touched on it. You said that you could have been, gone to Man United and then ended up, now you could be playing in the Champ. And unfortunately, you didn't get to go to the heights that you thought you wanted to, but you still put yourself financially in a position where you could do this. And I think that's an important message that, no matter what, just make sure that you're trying to secure your future, innit?
Of course, man. And like from the young kids, Meds, from the money that we was getting back in the days, from the youngsters that are getting P's today, is totally different.
Yeah, it's different.
Youngsters are getting 140, 200 racks a week and all these things. It's mad. And I'm happy for them. Like, they deserve it. I don't like when people get bashed like kids shouldn't be on this. Well, if you're good enough, give the guy the money, you get me? But I just say it's always important to put some money away, because like you see now, we never know that Corona thing was going to hit like this. Get me? We didn't know. So it might come again in the next 10 years. Who knows? But make sure you always put some for a rainy day, that that man's got. Even if this happens again, I'm blessed and I'm ready for it. Get me?
Facts. But yeah, so thank you so much for coming down. Dope conversation. Too much laughs. I can't wait to see the new Tech coming out and the new music. But that's been a Detailed on Matt podcast. See you guys again soon. Peace.